Now, another incident which took place, that was in 1952. I was transferred to INS Delhi. The flag, she was a flagship at that time. The Admiral Dickinson was the Vr.C, flag officer commanding his fleet, and captain was Karmarkar, Captain Karmarkar. I happened to be the barge coxswain. The barge normally meant for admiral's movement out at sea, from one ship to going from ship to ship in harbour, not out at sea but in harbour. So I was the coxswain of that barge. Once so happened that there was a party. The ship was in Trincomalee, Sri Lanka, in harbour, and admiral and captain and the D11, they were to attend a party out ashore in the Royal Navy establishment at night about 9 o'clock. So it so happened that the barge did not have, that day did not have the floodlight, and at night time that harbour is such that there are a lot of small and big buoys laid out there to mark the various places, the rocks, etc. And big buoys where the ships are tied up were also there. And the basin was surrounded by the land. There were lights outside on the shore, all the reflection were there on the water, and it was difficult to see any object in the water when you are going at high speed. So I reported to the duty officer that there is no floodlight, and it has not. There was a floodlight, but it was somehow damaged. It was not working, and it was not repaired. So I said, I want a floodlights because it's dark and the admiral is on board, and it's difficult to, going at high speed and see any object in the water. He said, you take the boat now. By the time you come back, I get it repaired and you can have it. I said, okay. The admiral and the captain were, all the three of them were there. I took the boat. The captain told me, you go fast. We are getting late. I was going at high speed and watching myself, and I had two boys on my right and left. I made them to lie down on the deck and watch if they can see any report to me. Captain himself was also watching, leaning on the canopy and looking forward. I was also I was also watching and going at high speed. I avoided a number of small boys, but all of a sudden I saw a huge buoy. That was the buoy where normally cruiser is tied up. It was a huge one, and I saw it. I just noticed it just about 10-15 feet away from me, from the boat, and I was the first to notice. I immediately turned the boat, tried to turn the boat. Boat was at very high speed. Instead of hitting straight on the buoy, my left side, the called bow, was crushed with the buoy. I used the helm again and avoided the rest of the boat. from damaging, and I headed for a ship, was Royal Navy ship, was anchored nearby. I headed for that ship. The captain was very scared because he didn't know how to swim. And he said, "Inder, what happened?" I said, "Sir, you are also watching what happened, you know it." And I went straight to the ship, Royal Naval ship anchored there. They dropped them, the admiral and the captain, on that ship. The captain told me from the top, when he went on board that ship, he said, "Inder, you take this boat back to the ship. Yes, they will give you a boat to tow you back to the ship, and tell the duty officer to get all the shipwrights and get this boat to be repaired. I want it to be ready by tomorrow morning." They gave me a boat. The boat was towed back to my ship. The whole ship's company knew that the incident had taken place, and God knows what happened to Inder. We went there. The commander was Commander Kulu. Anyway, he was there, and the crane was already ready to lift the boat. I hooked on, and the boat was lifted, placed in the ship, and I was called by the duty officer. He said, "Inder, I want your statement. What happened?" I said, "Yes, you take my statement." He was poised with a pen and the thing. I said, "Look, I reported to you that there is no floodlight. Floodlight is not working. Get it repaired." And you said, "Sorry, Inder, I'll get it done later on. You take the boat without floodlight." So I took the boat without light, and I was leaning on forward on my wheel, the steering wheel, and even captain and admiral were also leaning on canopy. We were watching. Captain told me to go fast because they were getting late. So I was going at high speed. I avoided a number of small boys. Then suddenly, all of a sudden, I saw that cruiser boy right ahead of me, a few feet away, and the boat was at high speed. There was no time to reduce or stop, because boat would have been right on top of the boys, and boat would have completely shattered. Everybody would have been sunk. So I avoided. Only the port bow is damaged. Rest boat was saved by me, and went alongside, dropped the captain and admiral on RN ship. And captain asked me to tell you that he wants the shipwrights to be put on the job, get this boat repaired at night, and tomorrow morning he wants the boat to be ready. Yeah, that's all he told you. Yes, I told. That's what he told me. What else? He himself, no, he knew. He was there on the boat. What happened? Okay, carry on. Later, it so happened that boat, it took about a week to be in shape, proper shape. It was repaired. I told commander, said, I don't want to be coxswain. You can detail somebody else. The captain, commander told captain, Inder doesn't want to cox the boat. He said, "Call him." And I went to him and said, "What do you mean by not coxing the boat? I want you. I want you. Damn it, you saved me." That is episode I thought it just mentioned to you.